Shankara is not part of Murti Puja. He is completely
into Jnana. Into Jnana.
So is it a step towards? First is you have to have your Chitta Shuddhi, understanding and all that, and understanding nature, etc. Once you have understood, then you are making neti. This is not. To say it is not, you should know what it is, right? First, is it that way?
No, it is not.
Yes.
No, it is not that way at all. See, even is
Good morning.
Good morning,
Padmashree.
Sorry,
I came in when Bhatt was telling Bhakti, Murti Puja. First of all, Bhakti and Murti Puja are not related. I don't know, every time Murti Puja and these kinds of rituals come, for some reason it is equated to Bhakti and it is not equated to Bhakti. Unfortunately, this is something we will talk. First, we will make this understanding and we will talk based on that understanding.
Okay, Padmashree, what I am talking is from the common man point of view.
That is not Bhakti. I mean, you may call it Bhakti, but that is not Bhakti.
That is not a Bhakti, I have understood. From our angle, it's a different, I understood. I am talking
talking about Shankara's Bhakti, Jnana, Marga, that is not equivalent to this. Because now when we talk about Shankara, we are talking about Bhakti and Jnana, and we should be in the actual meaning of Bhakti. It cannot be that Bhakti which you know as Bhakti.
Yeah, Padmashree, the question has come because of Saundarya Lahari I was talking about. Okay, and the Panchayatana Puja system. These two, it's a strongly, our ancestors, they have told us, this is from Shankaracharya. We have been practicing. So for me, Bhakti means, what my mother taught me, is that go to temple and Bhakti, you do puja. Okay, I am talking with respect to that. Yeah.
Right, but that is the Bhakti we understand. Meaning going and doing and rituals.
That is a ritual. Actually, it is only ritual, nothing beyond.
It is only ritual. And Saundarya Lahari is shloka which is supposed to be some Shankaracharya initiated it on the beauty of the Devi.
Adishakti.
Maybe he is just praising the nature because Purusha and Prakriti, Devi is the Prakriti there, and we don't know everything of Shankara, meaning we might do research, but we still don't know everything about Shankara. Right? We don't know. We may do all the research we want, but we don't know.
Yeah, we can't reach there. Only through Jnana only we can reach.
Yes. And the Saundarya Lahari is a set of shloka which is praising the Prakriti. It is just like enjoying the Prakriti.
Correct.
And you want to make it Bhakti, you want to make it just Saundaryopasana, everything, you can do it what you want, but it is what we have in our mind, not what... It hardly matters, meaning first of all, we will never be able to find out what Shankara had in his mind when he did this Saundarya Lahari. And then everybody will, because they believe on the other part of it, they will feel that maybe Shankara did not even make Saundarya Lahari. And Kanakadana Stotra, all these things are not something Shankara made. Everybody outside afterwards came and wrote it. This is what we feel. So we don't know any of these things.
Yeah, we don't know. That is right.
There will be a school of thought for everything. And there will be a lot of people negating it. A lot of people saying, no, that is correct. If we get into those kinds of things, we will only be on either this side or that side. But what Shankara taught us was not to be either this or that.
You are already advanced. much ahead.
Because we always have a lot of such discussions, and then we will start to get the meaning. Meaning, first thing is we will base our meaning with something, and then after that we will, based on that, we will make so many detections. But then what I feel is that we have no way of evaluating Shankara's mind when he wrote Saundarya Lahari or when he didn't write Saundarya Lahari. We have no way of doing that. We only know the end product, and now it is our mind which has to see what it wants to see with Saundarya Lahari, or no. Sorry, Vilas, I took over because every time we talk about Bhakti, I feel we start with the wrong definition of Bhakti. That is where I feel uncomfortable. Sorry.
No, you don't have to be sorry. It is nice. Go ahead.
No.
You are fully aligned, Padmashree, with Vilas' thought. I started with what is this with the Vilas, because my Veda Guru, he made me to recite this along with him during this Navaratri time, 25 each is the first time. Then when I was reciting, I found all the way they have put all these words, they're equivalent to all this nature what you have been discussing. And Sanskrit is, one is very, very simplified, but it is put like, all flowers in one thread, nicely putting it together. So that way he has made, it was amazing to see the meaning, how he has put in that 4 lines, so much of meaning. But there are 100 shlokas. It took very long for me to repeat what my guru was asking me to repeat. Yeah,
it's very, very beautiful.
Beautiful.
Meaning, if you learn that Sanskrit and understand it, it is
Yes.
No, but one more thing which I always feel is, when you look at all these rituals, they were all made for the mind, not for physically doing something. If you have to cleanse, you have to cleanse your mind, and not the idol that you're having in front and doing all those things, because those are all for the mind, they have said. But unfortunately, we are so less knowledge that we are not thinking about the mind at all. We are always thinking about something outside of us and then doing it. Everything is inside us.
Yes, the first shloka itself, when you look at that, as you said, Prakriti and Purusha, both the things very nicely explained. For example, in Kannada, I will just read.
You can read
from sloka and one meaning I will just read. I was so much attracted to this.
Read the Sanskrit one, that itself is very beautiful.
Shiva Shaktya Yukto Yadi Bhavati Shakta Prabhavitum Nache Devam Devo Na Khalu Kushala Spanditumapi Atastvam Aradhyam Harihar Virinchadi Bhirapi Pranantum Stotum Va Katamakrita Punyam Prabhavati. It says, He Bhagavati Sadashivana Jagannirmana Shaktiyodane ಕೂಡಿದವನಾಗಿದ್ದರೆ ಪ್ರಪಂಚವನ್ನು ಸೃಷ್ಟಿಸುವುದಕ್ಕೆ ಸಮರ್ಥನಾಗುತ್ತಾನೆ. ಹೀಗೆ ಅವನು ಶಕ್ತಿಯೊಡನೆ ಕೂಡದಿದ್ದರೆ ಚಲಿಸುವುದಕ್ಕೂ ಸಮರ್ಥ ಆಗುತ್ತಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಆದುದರಿಂದ ಹರಿಹರ ಬ್ರಹ್ಮಾದಿಗಳ ಪೂಜೆಗೆ ಅರ್ಹಳಾದ ನಿನ್ನನ್ನು ಪುಣ್ಯವನ್ನು ಮಾಡದೆ ಇರುವವನು ನಮಸ್ಕರಿಸುವುದಕ್ಕಾಗಲಿ ಸ್ತುತಿಸುವುದಕ್ಕಾಗಲಿ ಹೇಗೆ ಸಮರ್ಥನಾದನು? So like that, there are 175 I have finished. But I struggled to understand and recite along with him. It was very, very tough. See, here there is no swaswara. Here just shloka. Swaswara means you get some time to breathe, going up and down and all that. But here, in some place, there is nothing. You have to just going from one end to other end. It takes so much of effort. There is no full stop in between.
Okay, so
like we have this one, Ratnaikal. See, what is that? That Rajkumar sang one, this one, Jai Janani Sudha Samudran Dharadyan Manidvipa Samruda Vilvatri Madhyagal Padramakala. Like that, it continuously goes. And similar to this, I have seen only Manasika is that Shiva's Ratnaikalpis Matanam Himadila Isnanancha Divyambaram Nana Ratna Bhushatam Rimada Modankitam Chandanam. So nice. The whole thing is there till the end. How to do a Manasika Puja. But one advantage is going through this, you try to understand Prakriti and how this Prakriti is really for us, relations between human being and then Prakriti. And then knowledge of that Sanskrit words, the way they have put it. That's amazing. It is good for memory. Anything, if you recite all this, memory will be very much sharpened. Okay, Vilas, you can go ahead. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. But only I'll add 2 lines to what you have said.
Yeah.
One is that Shiva is on the top and Shakti is on the bottom. So you meet the Ida and Pingala into the Sushumna Nadi. So that starts from 32nd verse onwards. Okay, where the Tantra is explained and you require the Sri Chakra Yantra to do that. So it is more to do with Tantra and Yantra of. So you have Mantra, Tantra, Yantra, all the 3 in Saundarya Lahari. So the aspect of Prakriti and Purusha in meditation or in embrace is that the Shakti is dominating and the Purusha is non-dominating. But Shiva is, Parvati is in search of Shiva. So through this coil of 7 chakras, she will eventually meet the Shiva. So one is that it starts with internal worship of Shakti, and then it starts with Kundalini mantra from 32nd verse, and it goes up to 70th verse. And from then how the duality merges itself into non-dual is explained there in 100. So you meet up at a Trikuta, which is the Tripura Sundari, that is where the Ida, Pingala and the Sushumna Nadi will meet at the pineal gland, which is nothing but the third eye in between the eyebrows, and then you get into bliss. So from then onwards, Shiva takes over Shakti. So from the Agya Chakra to Sahasrara Chakra, it is only Shiva.
Super, Vilas. Now I can't resist reading one more shloka. What exactly you are talking now? That is the reason I thought I should discuss with you. Now I remember. It talks about that this one. What is our chakras?
Yes.
Tava swadhisthani hutam avad madhishthaya niratam tamide samvartam janani mahatim tam cha samayam yada loke lokan dahati mahati krodha kalike ದಯಾರ್ದ್ರಾಯ ದೃಷ್ಟಿ ಶಿಶಿರಮ ಉಪಚಾರಂ ರಚಯತಿ. ಹೇ ಜನನಿ, ಅಗ್ನಿತತ್ವವನ್ನು ಆಶ್ರಯಿಸಿಕೊಂಡು ಸ್ವಾಧಿಷ್ಠಾನ ಚಕ್ರದಲ್ಲಿರುವ ಸಂವರ್ತಾಗ್ನಿ ಎಂಬ ಪರಮೇಶ್ವರನನ್ನು ಅನವರತವು ಸ್ತುತಿಸುತ್ತೇನೆ. ಮಹತ್ ಶಬ್ದ ವಾಚ್ಯಳಾದ ಸಮಯಾಂಬೆಯನ್ನು ಸ್ತುತಿಸುತ್ತೇನೆ. ಮಹಾಕ್ರೋಧವುಳ್ಳ ಪರಮೇಶ್ವರನ ದೃಷ್ಟಿಯು ಮಹಾದಾದಿ ಲೋಕಗಳನ್ನು ಸುಡುತ್ತಿರುವಾಗ ಕೃಪಾರ ರಸಪೂರಿತವಾದ ನಿನ್ನ ದೃಷ್ಟಿಯು ಶೈತ್ಯೋಪಚಾರವನ್ನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತದೆ. Then it says one more thing. Tavadhare mule saha samayala lasya paraya navatmanam manye navarasa mahatandavanatam ubabhyame tabhya mudaya vidhi muddishya dayaya sanathabhyam jajne janaka janani majjagadidam. ಹೇ ಭಗವತಿ, ನಿನ್ನ ಮೂಲಾಧಾರ ಚಕ್ರದಲ್ಲಿ ನೃತ್ಯಾಸಕ್ತಳಾದ ಸಮಯದೊಂದಿಗೆ ಶೃಂಗಾರಾದಿ ನವರಸಗಳಿಂದ ಅದ್ಭುತ ತಾಂಡವವನ್ನು ಮಾಡುತ್ತಿರುವ ಆನಂದ ಭೈರವನನ್ನು ಧ್ಯಾನಿಸುತ್ತೇನೆ. ಪ್ರಪಂಚ ಉತ್ಪತ್ತಿಗೋಸ್ಕರ ದಯೆ ಎಂಬ ಕೂಡಿರುವ ಆನಂದ ಭೈರವಿ ಮತ್ತು ಮಹಾಭೈರವಿ ಇವರಿಬ್ಬರಿಂದ ಈ ಜಗತ್ತು ತಂದೆ ತಾಯಿಗಳಾಗಿ ಆಗಿದೆ. ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಆಲ್ ಚಕ್ರ ಅಬೌಟ್ ರಿಲೇಷನ್ಸ್. ಎಸ್.
Yeah, that goes until 29th verse, and 32nd verse it will conclude, and then the practice is given. So from 32nd verse onwards, the Sri Chakra Yantra is explained. What is Sri and what Chakra Yantra, what needs to be created. So a person can...
So this is something good knowledge, right? To understand.
Yes, but the thing is, without Sri Chakra Yantra, you cannot practice it. So you have to learn the Sri, where you have to study the Sri Vidya. Then Saundarya Lahari will work. They both are interlinked, but so first you have to learn Sri Vidya. Okay, then invoke the goddess by doing penance. That is, for 56 days you need to have only 1 square meal in a day and not indulge with anyone at all. So after the 56th day, the Devi will appear. Then you have to recite the Saundarya Lahari.
Yeah. Actually, this is what I wanted a meaning. Anyway, see, I will read that also. 33 sloka. It says, Smaram yonim lakshmim tritayam idamadau tava manoh ಅನಿಧಾಯೈಕೆ ನಿತ್ಯ ನಿರವಧಿ ಮಹಾಭೋಗ ರಸಿಕಾಃ ಭಜಂತಿ ತ್ವಾಂ ಚಿಂತಾಮಣಿ ಗುಣ ನಿಬದ್ಧಾಕ್ಷ ವಲಯಾಃ ಶಿವಾಗ್ನೌ ಜುಹ್ವಂತ ಸುರಭಿಘೃತಧಾರಾಹು ತಿಶತೈಃ. ಹೇ ನಿತ್ಯೆ, ನಿನ್ನ ಪಂಚದಶಾಕ್ಷರಿ ಮಂತ್ರದ ಆದಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಮರಾಜ ಬೀಜವನ್ನು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕ್ಲೀಂ, ಭುವನೇಶ್ವರಿ ಬೀಜವನ್ನು ಹ್ರೀಂ, ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀ ಬೀಜವನ್ನು ಶ್ರೀಂ ಇಟ್ಟು ಅಪರಿಚ್ಛಿನ್ನ ನಿತ್ಯಾನುಭವ ರಸಜ್ಞರಾದ ಕೆಲವರು ಸಮಯಿಗಳು ಚಿಂತಾಮಣಿಗಳಿಂದ ಕಟ್ಟಲ್ಪಟ್ಟ ಅಕ್ಷರಮಾಲೆಯುಳ್ಳವರಾಗಿ ಹೃದಯ ಕಮಲದ ತ್ರಿಕೋಣ ಬಿಂದು ಸ್ಥಾನದಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ವಾಧಿಷ್ಠಾನಾಗ್ನಿಯನ್ನು ಹೊತ್ತಿಸಿ ಅದರಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಮಧೇನುವಿನ ತುಪ್ಪದ ಶತಾಹುತಿಗಳಿಂದ ಹೋಮ ಮಾಡುತ್ತಾ ನಿನ್ನನ್ನು ಭಜಿಸುವರು.
Correct. So for that you have to create this Ardhan Narishwara when you come into the Manipura chakra. So half woman and half man.
Okay.
So then this Agni will start. So then all your 7 chakras will light up. Just like you have 7 Deepa. So it will light up. So then you can see that you are the Shakti and Shiva is everywhere. So that is how this whole thing works. For that you require to learn Sri Vidya. Without Sri Vidya,
So this is tantric style, right?
this is completely Tantra.
So there is nothing called our meditation jnanam related here?
No, not at all. See, first you utter mantra,
Yeah.
create a tantra, create a yantra. On the mantra and yantra, you create a tantra.
Mantra, yantra and then tantra. Okay.
So you have the Sri Chakra yantra, which has the mandala. So it is called as Sri Chakra Mandala. That you have to create in your mind. Then you have to get it done in that Panchaloha. Then it has to be initiated by a guru. Then you have to learn Sri Vidya. And then you have to invoke the deity. Then she will give you the energy to see from the Mooladhara Chakra. And then you have to recite this Saundarya Lahari.
So idea is to take this energy from Mooladhara to Sahasrara side, right? With this.
Correct. Instead of, see, this is for those people who are finding Jnana as very tough. Whatever is there in Vivekachudamani or whatever is there in Aparokshanabhuti or anywhere, Atma Bodha, wherever, including Bhajagovindam, or even if you look at Nirvana Shataka. So if people are not able to grasp it, then through Sri Vidya you can get the same result. It has got nothing to do with the idol that idol worship or anything like that. It has got nothing to do with that.
See, there are a lot of this one about Shankaracharya Sri Chakra. He has installed in so many places. That is true?
No, they say, that is what I'm telling you. But see, I like what Padma Shri said. We can do hundreds of research, but we will not exactly come to know what is he created, what he did create. So you have to go with an understanding that he created, if you believe in that, or you go with the understanding that he didn't create it and only go by these books what we have, like Vivekachudamani or Aparoksha Anubhuti or Atma Bodha and all of that. But we can't mix both of them because you require a guru to mix that, and nowhere they have mixed it. Meaning, if nowhere you will find somebody mixing Vivekachudamani along with Sri Chakra Yantra.
Okay.
They both are two different things altogether. Meaning, this science, this is a science, which Tantra is a science. Okay, so on that science they have added mantra and yantra. So you require a vehicle. I think we had covered it long time ago. So you require this.
Yeah, I understand. Is it part of Atharva Veda?
ಇದನ್ನ ಕ್ರಾಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕಾ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಡ್ಬೇಕಾ
No, yeah, see, they connect it to Atharva Veda, but Atharva is Atharva, that is non-fearing. So that doesn't even come under the earlier it was called as Trivedi. They never had the Chaturvedi, then only that was added. So when we say Veda, it is only Rik, Yajur and Sama.
Yes.
They don't take Atharva Veda at all. So there are so much of confusions that we go into a tangential way. Unless somebody who knows the Sri Chakra Yantra can teach you all of this, then it works. There are many people, in fact, in ABB, Sri Hari Raisam, he started with Sri Chakra.
Yes. I remember suddenly. I read this.
Yeah.
Sri Chakra.
Yeah, so there are a lot of people who do that, but the starting point is this one, Sri Vidya. Then you get that Panchaloha thing created, and then you get it installed in your home through some rituals and chanting and other things, and then do the practice, and then the Devi should appear, and then you start with this one. Otherwise, this recitation is very good, but you will not get any experience out of it.
Only Sanskrit, yes.
Yeah, it is only Sanskrit, and it is very flowery and it is very nice. All the
Flowery
shlokas,
language, yes.
all the shlokas are very good, but they have got nothing to do with the external Devi what we see. It is all internal.
So Sri Chakra and Saligrama, what you talk, they are different way, but the purpose is something similar, right?
Purpose is same. Purpose is same is the Saligrama exists in your body.
Where
In the entire body you will have Saligrama. So now then again you come into Lakshmi and Vishnu. So instead of Shiva and Parvati. So the same concept. So all are tantra only. This side is completely tantra. So
because in all our Taravadu house, in almost all families, we have Saligrama for puja.
correct. No,
Nobody knows why. Because they have to do all Naivedya and all the daily basis. They carry along with them and do that.
correct.
But nobody knows now. This is all unnecessary burden. Many people are trying to give this Saligrama to some elderly people and go away. Because life is not possible with that management.
Yeah, there are so much of rituals. Both including if you install Sri Chakra Yantra in your home, there are so much of rituals you have to do. So that beats the whole purpose for what you wanted to do in the first place.
Yeah, then you can't have this our this spirituality, what do you call it, jnanam related, if you keep those two, because they are really abstract.
Yes, so
It says that condition, ritual, you do it. But somehow it is not possible to do rituals.
correct. So now the person will get stuck in between because now he cannot leave that nor do this. This again causes lot. See, including this one Prana Pratishta of an idol. Actually, what should happen is the idol should start speaking to you. I don't think so. Any idol speaks to any one of us when we do the puja.
Yes, correct.
So none of the idol speaks to us. Okay, so that itself beats the whole purpose for what it was made. The Panchaloha and how the idol should be and what size it should be and what should be included inside that idol. Everything has a definition there. All these are yantra. Okay, so since we don't know the science of yantra, we don't know the process of tantra also. So what we know is only mantra.
Yes.
And the password will not open up because we are just reciting it, not knowing what to do with that.
Yes, that is a reality.
So you go ahead and do the chanting along with your teacher. So don't get into thinking that whether I should do this or do that.
No. I don't have that this one because I am chanted. I thought let me ask some clarification about this.
Yeah, this is completely Kundalini. It has got nothing to do with the Devi what is explaining there at all.
Okay.
It's see, from this only they created the Kundalini yoga. So this is the starting point, and for that you require Sri Vidya. Without Parvati or some Devi appearing before you, can be Durga or Parvati or it can be Kali. Kali is the most easiest person to appear, so they always choose Kali. I have no idea why Kali is so easy to access, but that is what they say. So every tantric will go towards Kali.
So, Vilas, now this Navaratri time very auspicious for all these things.
Correct.
And now people do Saptashati Parayana also. Saptashati also something very similar.
Yes, same. There are various ways of approaching it, that's all. So
for Dhyana Nirata people, best to focus during 9 days on Dhyana, right?
correct. Rather than
Sharad Rutu, first that Navaratri.
correct.
Sharan Navaratri. 9 days, if you fully focus, nothing like that. It is a full energy during this time.
Correct. And for that, you should not be engaging in anything.
I agree. See, that is the reason I told you, my health is completely, so much of delta change happened when I visited Himalaya during this time. I think there's something for this specialty for this season, Sharad Rutu initial part.
Yes.
And after Deepavali, it is becoming more and more darker. So this time is very good for spiritual growth.
Absolutely.
And it's also Uttarayan. That Ullasa is there for this one, Manas. Means when you look at the nature, the morning, say, when you see sun rays and it falls on your body. Now next 1 or 2 months, it will be fantastic experience.
Yes.
You get energy for your mind. Okay, we will continue. 30 minutes session for it was good.
Okay, so let's go back. I think Lata will be thinking, where is Vivekachudamani now?
Sometimes I have a little bit of fear to ask this question because it comes here.
No worries. Lata, what do you say?
Diversion, but it gives the stability to mind.
Yes. No, we need to spend time.
Because we are with the Prakriti naturally, and better to know what is this Prakriti. Then on that Purusha is very easy.
Yeah.
Building Purusha.
Okay, so now we come to 291st verse.
Okay, one more thing. How you came to know about all this? You have done some research here?
Yeah, I've done many research, but in this 20 plus years, I've done so much of research on every aspect. What needs to be done, and I've tried also. Then I found that it is not going to work, at least for me.
For me also it is very clear. I am not attracted to that. It's only something is there. I wanted to know what it is.
At one point in time, I was so obsessed with Kundalini. Till it happened. After it happened, I felt that this is not what I'm looking at.
Yes.
So then I left it. I don't even care now what energy is moving here, where, whatever. And otherwise, I was very obsessed with that. Then I got in touch with all of these. And there are people whom I know are doing sadhana on the Sri Chakra Yantra and the Sri Vidya, all of that. And
This is completely different path, right? Compared to our Jnanam route.
this is
This is
completely,
completely different.
Yes.
And even though it is shortcut, here all your emotions and all those will be still there.
That will be there. See, now thing is, see, like I said, this Jnana Marga, let us say, it's pure knowledge, right? So you remove avidya and then you get vidya. Now the vidya
So
can...
Saundarya Lahari will be avidya in that case.
No, I don't mean that. See, now you go by this. Let's say I'm not able to get it. I'm not able to understand anything about what Shankara is saying in Vivekachudamani. As when I say I don't get it means that I'm not able to practice it. I'm not that I can't understand Sanskrit or I can't understand the meaning. But I am struggling in how to remove the 5 koshas. Practically when I try doing it. Now what is the alternative? The alternative is mantra, tantra and yantra. or mantra, yantra and tantra. That's the alternative. There is no other alternative. In mantra, you have two types of mantra. One mantra where you invoke a deity inside your mind, and one which will you invoke the deity outside your mind, which is through Shila. So you require Shilanyasa. So you invoke that Shila. That Shila will be made out of stone with some energies that needs to be there. So normally they add the Padarasa, which is nothing but mercury. So just like what Sadguru has done, that lingam, what he has created in Coimbatore, you have to do all of that. So you have to add all of the alloys and make that happen. Then the energy will start getting created there. So this is the second. So there are two things. One, you go by this route, and one you go by that route. Both of them lead to the same thing. So now in that comes the normal bhakti with idol, normal bhakti without idol, without anything, with self-surrender. So this is how it gets further broken down. Okay, so now the aspect here is to drop the idol thing and go with the second one, which is the self-surrender. You surrender to that supreme. So you don't exist. So whether you go by Jnana Marga or you go by Bhakti Marga, the end result is the same. In between comes the Tantra, because you require some process, some procedure or some science to do something, because I am not able to get the experiential reality through Jnana. Even though I understand, even though I really understand what is being said, but when I try doing it myself, it is not working. So for that you require mantra. So the mantras are created with chandas, which will create that sound, that vibration. Now that one you require a yantra. Without yantra, the mantra is not going to work. So you yourself become a yantra is the right thing, but now I am not able to do that. So I require some panchaloha to be there, actual panchaloha to be there. So I transfer that energy into the panchaloha. So that becomes a yantra. Now merging the mantra and the yantra is the tantra.
Yeah, I got it. In that case, the Satyanarayana Puja, what we do at home, is also same thing.
Everything is the same thing.
Putting small mandala, installing, invoking God, and then you're doing it is also tantra and mantra.
Correct, but the problem here is, that you require the idols to talk to you. That we are missing.
Okay.
See, none of the idols, wherever it is, speaks to us. See, meaning.
So there are somebody called Tantris in this Kerala area is a maximum, those people. Especially when you are doing this new temple inauguration time, they install that idol and they do prana pratishtha through tantra. That's the reason they are very, very important there.
Correct.
So this is all coming under that kind of category.
Yes. So now what should happen here is, when you do the prana pratishtha, the prana is established there.
Which prana goes there? Is it my prana goes there when I do puja? It is our special prana.
Whoever, see that Shiva Shakti or Shakti Shiva. So I have the Shakti. So when I touch the idol, it will start to vibrate at some frequency. Now when I see that idol, I can see it real. Like a Devi or Devata sitting there. So when I say Devata Prasanno Bhiha, so then that Prasanna should happen. So when I say Phala Pushpam Samarpayami, so it should really happen. Meaning, if I say Naivedyam Samarpayami, that means Naivedya, whatever that I'm going to give, that idol, the person sitting there in the idol should bless it.
Oh, this is very similar to what Ramakrishna Paramahamsa has done puja to Sharda Devi, right? Inside the room.
Absolutely.
And somebody watched and they have understood that yes, he is really doing the real puja.
Yes. So the mother Now what happens here is, in that Saundarya Lahari, you ultimately create a mother. And she will bless. Then you have a real experience of what you are seeing. So now you are seeing the god, the Ishta Devata, what you have invoked. So now you call them, you gift them, you seek blessing from them, and then they go away blessing you. So what we are doing is not right. So now let us say I call one priest at my home to do a homa. Is he qualified person? Meaning, has he invoked the deities? We don't know. Now, we can't do an agency, right? So we can't, we just sit and keep on saying mama, and all other things he will only do it. That will not work.
Then in our daily Sandhya Vandanam also same thing we do. You see, finally we are getting that Devi, we are inside, then we will do Gayatri Japa. After that we say, Uttameshikare Jate Bhumyam Parvatamurdhani Brahmanebhyo Anujnata Gaccha Devi Yata Sukham. We are sending her back.
Correct. You are sending her back.
It's the same, right?
Yes, it is same. So, but first she should bless you and then go back, right? That is the sadhana.
So we are getting her blessing, and we are sending her back.
Correct. Just like...
So all this what you discussed so far is something like Mantrika and Tantric. It is not Jnanam.
Yes, that's correct.
Anything Mantrika and Tantric is called Ajnanam, Ajnan, as per Shankaracharya's Vivekachudamani. Because you are still in the Ajnana stage. Maybe compared to complete Mudhas, you are maybe slightly better, but still it is Ajnana only.
Yes, because...
Jnanam means you have to move from there away completely.
Correct, because you get attached to that. Now I want the Devi to appear all the time.
Yes.
So I will, at the most, I will land up in heaven. Into Swarga. That's all.
That is not our purpose.
So that is the reason this Vivekachudamani or Aparoksha Anubhuti or Atma Bodha or whatever he has written doesn't speak about anywhere anything that needs to be done.
That is the only option now. See, based on our discussion, that's the only option available. Yes.
So that is the reason.
The option is only it will take up to some distance. After that, you have to come back to Jnanam.
That is the reason I gave up.
Agreed.
So
fully convincing.
It's not that I don't know all of this. I know it, but then I gave up.
So you might have done this in your previous life.
Yeah, I have done many things in my previous life.
It is not possible in such a short time understanding and giving up. See, unless you understand, you can't give up.
Yes. So basically, I know where it takes, where it leads, and how it associates. So whenever I used to go to temples, I used to watch this priest perform the puja and other things, which is good. But one thing is that they should be able to, when they say aradhya, worshipping, he's worshipping the real person sitting there, not the idol. The idol goes away and the person sits there. Just like you were also talking about the Kaviratna Kalidasa, right? In that he sees all the Devi sitting there, right? You should have that experience.
Wow, that is amazing experience.
So then it automatically shows up.
Actually, even Rajakumar has explained, a small girl was sitting there. And then he just explained after that is over shooting. He said he has really seen Devi there. He has not seen anything else during acting. You can really see, it is worth watching.
Yes. So that Manikya Veena, what he sings, it is exactly what the Tantra and Yantra should work. With the mantra.
Yes.
But let us say I just sing that Manikya Veena, Mupalala Yantim, Madarasa, Manjula Vagvilas. That is not going to do anything, right? It is a very nice rendering. So the Sanskrit is very good in that. That's all what I'm going to say.
That is amazing Sanskrit.
Yeah, but Manikya should happen, right?
Yeah.
But where is the Manikya? Where is the treasure? Manikya is the treasure.
Yes.
I don't have the treasure. So there's no point. So when I see the idol, when I see that idol of some Devi, and I don't know what it really means, I only sing the hymns of that and come out. It's not going to do anything. Yes, it gives a sense of peace because I am singing it. And that peace is coming due to Sanskrit. It has got nothing to do with I saw a Devi.
Yeah, correct. Because we respect Sanskrit. That's the reason.
So let's say I talk about Sharada, that I should be able to see the Saraswati coming in front of me and blessing. Just
Yes.
like what Lata was reading about that Yoga Vasishta, there
Yes.
Saraswati herself will come. But just because Lata has read Yoga Vasishta or I have read Yoga Vasishta, we both have not seen Saraswati at all. Even though the book says that Saraswati appears.
Yes.
That is not right. That will not lead anywhere. Except for our own imagination, it's not going to lead anywhere. So, that is the reason I always felt, this is my looking, like what Padma Shri initially said, that you will get two schools of thought. One school of thought will say he never wrote this, another school of thought will say he wrote it. But if you look from these documentation, like Aparoksha Anubhuti or this Vivekachudamani or anything like that, there he has not mentioned anything.
Yeah, not a single word of that.
Yes, so
It's
he
a
is not,
jnana as per him.
yes, he is not mentioned. And if it is not mentioned, then if I combine both of them, it's not going to help me in any way. So I have to now choose.
No, you can't combine. These two are different.
Yes,
It's like
so-
coffee and tea.
Yes, you can't
can mix.
combine. So now if I don't want to combine, then I have to stick with one thing. I can't then stick some time on this and some time on that.
No.
So I have stuck only with this. Even though I know the other part of it, but I have not really gone into it in search of a guru who can teach me Sri Vidya, then create a Sri Chakra Yantra, and then start with Saundarya Lahari.
Yeah, with all this understanding, going to any temple has got no use. It's equivalent to reading Saundarya Lahari or going to Tirupati or anywhere.
Yes, so now that even Tirupati, that when we go there, you should see instead of the idol that Srinivasa standing in front of you. Simple.
Yes, if you get that feeling, you can get it here also right now.
Exactly. So why should you go there to stand there and 2 minutes he will say that you just get out from this place. You had enough of that, and then we are paying money and doing that. That is not right, actually.
If you really consider our time is so precious, you should not do anything other than jnanam.
Absolutely. So that is,
It's a waste of time doing anything else.
yes, for that reason only you will not find any mention of these in these scriptures what he has written, including if you look at Nirvana Shataka, he doesn't even say Veda and all that, right? So either he has gone wrong somewhere or we have gone wrong somewhere.
That's okay, but with this discussion, it's very clear that if you are a follower of a jnanam, you just follow it. Nothing else is required.
Exactly. So you drop other things, basically.
Yes.
Whether they are right or wrong, don't comment on that. That is another path. You have selected this path, you be in that.
Yeah, but don't go behind that at least. That's what it says.
Yes, don't go behind that.
That
because
I will earn punyam by going here, then doing something. Like that punyam is only for Swarga, nothing else.
So that is the reason after Shankara, what Patanjali had come before Shankara, he put it into 4 baskets. So first he did the sadhana, samadhi pada, then he put sadhana pada, then vibhuti pada, then kaivalya pada. So all the supernatural powers is there in that vibhuti pada. So with the Sri Chakra or Sri Vidya, you will get supernormal powers. Because those Devis are going to bless you. But the only problem is that you will get stuck with that because you don't want to now let go of those siddhis what you have got it. So the first siddhi is to make the idol speak. That is where the Sri Chakra Yantra is going to help. Because your energy now has to go from the Mooladhara Chakra to Anahata Chakra. Then only you will be able to make that idol speak. So it will start creating lot of supernatural powers.
So Sadguru and our art of living is coming under this root, right? It is not a Tantra.
This is Tantra only. Yes, they are all
only.
including Nityananda.
Even Patanjali is also more or less not Jnanam.
Yeah, Patanjali is only Samadhi. So he takes up to Samadhi and after that you have to do it yourself.
Yes, correct.
It ends with Samadhi.
You have 10 minutes. You can cover at least one Vivekachudamani.
Yeah. Lata, you had unmuted to say something and then we didn't allow you to speak.
But now I have forgotten what I want to say.
Very good. Excellent. So we ensured that you forget.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay, good. Okay, now the 291st verse is similar to what I had sent, that video of a dog barking. I think you had seen it, I guess.
Yes.
So he says, Yatra Yeshaha Jagat Abhasaha Darpanantaha Puram Yatha Tat Brahma Aham Iti Jnatva Krityaha Bhavishyasi. So, there, whatever is reflected is an illusion of the universe, meaning you become the mirror, not the reflection. Actually, what we need to see is that dog what I had sent. Now, what we are doing is when we see each other, we bark, meaning we lose our mind. We take that person to be true. Can be any relationship we set. Instead, be the mirror. So, Darpanantaha Puram Yatha, the whole city is reflected in the mirror. That mirror is Brahman. Knowing that, you will feel the ecstasy in yourself because everything is appearing in that mirror. So let's say you have a small mirror at home. I make it into a big mirror and you will find that everything will fit into that mirror, and then you make it even more bigger mirror. Then you make the whole world appear in the mirror. So when the mirror goes away, when the objects goes away, the mirror is not going to sit and cry. Whatever comes in front of the mirror is just a reflection. When it is not there, only mirror exists, nothing else exists. In the same way, Brahman exists and all other things are appearing and disappearing in that reflection. So if we are able to do that, instead of growling like that dog which was barking at its own reflection, if we see another person standing, there is no another person standing, it is the consciousness itself seemingly like another person. If we can get that Viveka, then you can experience Brahman. So that's the fifth way of doing it. So this is the most easiest to do than the other ones. So mirror we have seen, reflection also we have seen that anything that is there in front of the mirror gets reflected. So that means you cannot catch the whatever is appearing in the mirror, even though it is real. It is really appearing in the mirror, but by itself you cannot catch. Even if you try to catch it, you will not get it. So you now see that in the consciousness, everything is appearing and disappearing. So if the person comes there, it appears. If the person is not there, whatever is there appears. Meaning, if a furniture is there, it is appearing. In the same way, you can make this mirror bigger and bigger to fit the entire universe. So when you fit the entire universe is reflecting in the mirror where the universe never existed. It is existing because of that reflection, that mirror. But mirror by itself doesn't have anything. Any questions? This is the most easiest to do. If you really succeed in doing it, you will experience Brahman. No questions? Then I can go to 292nd. Now he says, be the actor, not the act. Yat satya bhutam nijarupam adyam chit advaya anandam arupam akriyam tat yetya mithya vapuhu utsrijeta shailushavat vesham upattam atmanah. So that which is intrinsically one's essence is his real nature, nijarupam, which is chid advaya, no dual, anandam, ultimate bliss, arupam akriyam, which is beyond all forms and activities. Attaining that, remove the false notion of the body and the mind along with it. Just as an actor relinquishes his dress and makeup and the false role which he had assumed upon himself is gone. So after the act, you are no longer the actor. So just be the actor, not the act. Meaning, when I am an employee in the organization, I am only the actor, not the act of employee. When I am at home, I am acting as an actor the role of a husband, not really the husband. Then when I am having a son, I am acting to be the father to the son, not the real father. Like that. If I can practice this, again you will have the ultimate bliss, because you are no one. You are independent of the action. So there is no action at all. There is no action means there is no reaction also. So you're just an actor. You're just reading out whatever the whatever the script has been given to you. You are doing that. In that script, somebody will die. Okay, that is gone. Now somebody is born. It is said he is born. Okay, is born. Somebody is getting killed. Okay, somebody is getting killed. Some country is being attacked. Okay, some country is getting attacked. Some country is getting prosperous. Okay, some country is getting prosperous. So you are the actor, not the act. Now one day you will not exist. Not one day. Right now itself you are not existing. So when you know that you are not existing as any entity, then you are liberated. This is another way of doing. I think we are at 9:30 now.
We can continue tomorrow.
Yes.
Tomorrow only Vivekachudamani.
Okay, done. We'll see if we get something interesting. Then it might.
Any other experiences? People can share experience.
Okay. Yeah, Lata, you wanted to say something?
No, I just switched on to say thank you and close.
Okay, all right. Fine then.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you all.
Thank you, Vilas.
Yeah, thank you.
Bye.
Bye.